Hi, everyone. Welcome back. It's Heather Burkart with For Wellbeing, Ayurveda, and Yoga. Welcome. Today is another period practice, a yoga practice, either right as you're anticipating your period or as it is beginning. Okay, leave that guy alone. May have a few guest appearances with my cats, by my cats. So we'll start laying down on our backs today. But before you do, make sure you have a few props handy. This, especially this first part, it'll be helpful to have a strap, and you can buy this pretty easily, a yoga strap, or even just a belt. I'm just going to take that off screen. You are being naughty. I also, when I'm preparing for a period practice, I want some props around to support posture. So I have a big firm bolster. You can use a firm pillow like a couch pillow. I have a blanket, and I also have a couple of throw pillows that can work really nicely. So clear your mat and lay back. Bring your strap with you. Lay on your back and join me in a few rounds of belly breathing. Take a few normal breaths first. Inhale to gently expand the belly. Exhale, gently contract the belly. The belly returns to its original shape and size. Drawing the belly in towards you, making room for that next breath. Inhale as you're ready, gently expanding belly. In towards your hands, and then let the belly fall on the exhale. Inhale, the belly expands gently. Exhale, belly falls. A couple more breaths like this. Hello. Just to help stimulate the pelvic region, the abdominal area. Send more circulation, oxygenation. And what we're doing when we're practicing belly breaths is not just oxygenating, but also massaging this whole area. So you can start with taking these into the chest, give them a squeeze, wrap the arms around the knees. Take a moment here to relax. This is knees to chest pose. It can feel really nice on your back, especially if you have back pain during your period or right before. Maybe a little rocking here side to side. Okay, letting go of the knees, letting the feet fall, grabbing your strap, finding the middle of your strap, and placing your foot, let's start with the right foot, onto the strap, pushing up into the strap. Hold both sides equal in length. Draw the elbows down to your sides. So what we're doing here is gently pressing up with the foot and also gently pulling down on the strap. And you'll feel that downward pressure down into the hip. And again, stimulating that pelvic region. Taking a few breaths here. This is big toe pose on your back, Supta, Padangustasana, Pada meeting foot. If you want, you can point and flex the foot here to help boost blood flow, circulation. And then turning the foot in, the toes in, the knees also in, and turning the toes and knee out. Internally rotating and externally rotating the whole leg. Just like that, side to side. One more breath in here. And then on the exhale, we'll allow the leg to fall over to the right. Hang on to both straps, sides of the strap here, as you release the leg. This elbow can come down, right elbow supports against the floor. And breathe. This is going to help open up the pelvic region and increase blood flow or regulate blood flow in that area. Keep hanging on. Try to relax the shoulders. What's really nice here is placing support under that leg. So you might take your whole pile of pillows and blankets and let your leg rest there to come into a restorative position here. Breathe. Send the air down to the abdomen, to the pelvis. Try a couple of deep belly breaths here. Equal breath in through the nose. Letting the belly expand, equal breath out of the mouth. And release on the exhale. Once more like that. Slowly, on your next inhale, bringing the leg up. Grabbing hold of the straps. Turning the whole leg inward again. And letting the leg fall to the left. Now it's going to run into that left leg, which is fine. So you're just going halfway. Hold on to both sides of the strap. Keep pressing your foot into the strap. You'll feel a stretch. You may feel a stretch down the side of the leg, right into the hip region there. So breathe. That can feel really tight, especially if you're experiencing low back pain. That can feel really good to stretch into the back of the hip, back of the leg, side of the hip, side of the leg. And then slowly bringing the leg back up. Now to come into a full twist, we'll lengthen out the other leg. Take another breath in here and then exhale and let the leg fall onto something. So you might shift your hips a little bit underneath you. So you might have a coffee table there, you might have your couch, you might have the wall, you might have a pile of pillows. Let the leg rest on something. You can move this pile of pillows to the other side, and that'll create some healthy compression across the pelvic region. I'm going to move away just a little bit so you can see what that looks like. Tucking that left hip underneath you, grabbing both sides of the strap with the left hand now. So my leg is suspended. The right or the left leg is active. And then pausing here, see if you can release this hip down and away from you. So both sides of the torso are long. And again, you should feel some stretching, healthy stretching here. Careful not to overdo it. And breathe. You can relax that lower leg if that feels better. You can even bend this knee, this upper knee. Inhale, bring the leg back up. Draw the hips underneath you. We'll take one more moment here as we press up into the strap and pull the strap down. Exhale, release the strap, release the leg. Take a moment to breathe in corpse pose, Shavasana. And feel this energy flowing on the right side of the body. It's important to take pauses to notice the effects of postures as we're doing them. Okay, preparing for the other side. I'm going to bring my pile of pillows to the other side of my mat. Roll onto the back. Knees into the chest first. Give them a squeeze. Doing any rocking side to side or circling the knees, that feels good. If you do it in one direction, try circling the knees in the other direction. Looking for the middle of your strap, placing the left foot on the strap, the middle of the foot on the strap, pressing up. Both sides of the strap equal. Bring the elbows down on your next available exhale. And breathe as you press your foot up. Draw the straps down. You can point and flex the foot here. This helps to massage the bottom of the foot, but also pumps the blood back up to the heart, up to the upper body. This can be helpful if you start to feel heaviness in the lower body. This means you need to get circulation going a little bit. Turn the whole leg out, the toes and the knee turning out, and turn the whole leg in, internal rotation. External rotation, keep the breath flowing. Internal rotation. A couple more times like that. And then we'll slowly let the leg fall out to the left. Now, furniture may get in the way. That's okay. Actually, that's quite nice. That feels good. This knee can stay bent like so, especially to support the low back, or you can lengthen out the leg. Holding on to both sides of the strap with the left hand this time. Breathe into this opening here that's happening in the pelvis. That leg is straight. Bring the knee up. Bend the knee, place the foot down. Take another breath in as you bring the foot up, the leg up. Turning the toes away from you, just as we did before for that internal rotation. And let the leg fall over towards the right, just a little bit. Again, this knee is going to be in the way. Press the right foot down. Press the left hip down and away from you. And that may intensify the stretch a little bit. So take it easy. You might be feeling that stretch down the side of the leg. Breathe into the stretch. And then if you want to come into the full twist, shift the hips over towards the left side of your mat. Straighten out the left leg. Now we'll take this stack of props over to the right side of my mat, maybe a little higher here. As the leg falls, tucking that right hip underneath you to avoid over twisting. And now as you rest here with leg on furniture, props, pillows, both sides of the strap, in the right hand, broaden across the chest. Press this left hip down and away from you. You can activate that lower leg or you can relax it, whatever feels good. You can relax this leg, bend the knees. Just keep working on lengthening the whole torso. We're creating some healthy compression across the pelvic region here. You can even let go of the straps if you want to relax the arms and just breathe here. Comfortable belly breaths, inhaling and expanding, exhaling, feel the belly fall. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly falls. A couple more breaths like that. Slowly grab the straps, start to bring the leg back up. You can bend this lower leg, shift the hips underneath you as that leg lifts. One more stretch here, pressing foot up into strap, pressing strap down. Releasing the leg, releasing the strap on an exhale, let that leg lower down. And breathe. Come back to Shavasana. If that's a little much on the low back, you can bend the knees, tuck the tail under you a little bit to lengthen the low back. And then let's see how we're doing. If you want to head right into relaxation from here, I really like having the bolster under my knees to support the low back area. So you can let the legs be long, like so, supported by the bolster under the knees. You can take the feet together, knees wide on top of the bolster to continue this theme of opening the pelvic region and improving or regulating blood flow. If you have heavy bleeding, you might even bring the hips up on the bolster, again, to help regulate the flow. This can also feel great for low back pain. Let the shoulders rest firmly on the ground. Feet on the ground, about hip distance apart. Knees and toes facing forward. And taking a few breaths here. To finish, we're going to scoot that bolster away. Turn over to one side. And we'll end with restorative child's pose with the bolster. Bringing the knees to either side, coming around to the knees. This is where I like to bring in more support for height. I'm going to throw a pillow or two, maybe a blanket on the far end of that bolster. Coming forward onto the bolster, bringing these supports a little closer, and spending a few moments to rest here, really as long as you'd like. Tucking the tail, rolling the hips back, taking a few belly breaths right into the support of the bolster. Turning your head to one side or the other. Laying hands down to the ground, pressing yourself up. Take a moment here just to pause and notice how you feel after this practice. Notice the effects. If you want, you can place one hand over the heart, one hand to the belly as you feel your body breathing. One more breath for yourself. Gently coming out of the kneeling position, moving props aside, and moving on with your day. I hope you found this practice helpful. Remember, a few yoga postures before or right as your period is beginning can be really beneficial. It can positively affect your body, your mind, and your spirit to help you feel better and manage the ups and downs of your menstrual cycle. If you'd like more resources, go to my website, herwellbeing.com. You can find more holistic solutions there for managing your period naturally. Yoga and diet and lifestyle. So check it out forwellbeing.com. Go to my blog page where you'll find more information about this topic. And there's always something fun for you to download so you can have a guide or watch a webinar on the subject and get some inspiration from Ayurveda and yoga to support your healthy, holistic lifestyle. Thanks for being here. I'm Heather with Her Wellbeing, Ayurveda, and Yoga.